Hi everyone, my name is Sophie and this is going to be my first video that I film about things I make. I'm not sure what this video will be in the end. We'll just see how far I get. I'm really excited to do this finally because I have been enjoying watching these videos for a long time and just haven't had the feeling that I am knitting enough or making enough to kind of participate. But now I have a reason to do it, which is kind of sad. I'm usually a midwife here in Germany, and I had a ski injury in February, and now my knee is injured and I am bedridden. Have been bedridden for a couple of weeks and will not be able to work for a couple of more weeks because I attend births and am on my knees on the floor a lot and won't be able to do that for at least a couple of months. So I have been knitting a lot, and I've also kind of changed my style of going about projects or of doing projects. I used to only do one project at a time and kind of start it, finish it, start the next one. And that's something that I'm not able to do at the moment because I just get sick of only doing one project because I'm really knitting all day long. So I need to change it up a little bit. That's why I ordered a lot of wool online and have started to do projects that I maybe have never done before that are challenging me, and I've had a lot of fun with it and thought I would like to share it with this community that exists and that I have been part of silently for a long time. So yeah, the whole setting of this video won't be very exciting because I can't get out of bed. This is pretty much the only angle I can film in, but I'm just gonna tell you about what I'm making, projects I'm planning to do maybe, and it is going to be a lot of knitting, but I also sew and do embroidery. Right now I'm doing a big Redwork embroidery project, which will probably also come up in these videos every once in a while. Yeah, I'm just excited to share things that I am making. I'm happy to have this time to make a lot of things. In the beginning I was really sad about not being able to work and didn't really know if I would be able to pass the time in a really good way, but I have now gotten used to this way of spending my day. I've accepted it and I'm having a lot of fun doing different projects. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna get started with my works in progress. Right now I have 2 works in progress knitting wise, plus the Redwork embroidery. So the first thing I am working on at the moment, I'm really loving this, is a slipover in a, as you can see, really tiny baby size, or kids, no, baby size I would say. It's a pattern by Spectacle Strick. It's their mood slipover, and I think it exists in children's version and also in a adult version, so I might be doing this one for myself sometime soon. It's so much fun. It's a great project for feeling like you're like making a lot of progress because it just, you can work it up so quickly. I started this yesterday in the evening and I'm now halfway, well, I would say halfway through the body and starting on the color work. But maybe first of all, I will tell you what materials I am using for this slipover. I'm using the recommended yarn that was on the pattern because it was accessible to me, and it is the 100% Peruvian Highland wool from Filcolana. And I chose this kind of Eastery lilac color as the main color for the first slipover that I am knitting in the second size. So I think for children that are like 1 year old, I think. And I'm pairing that with this white color. It's kind of a crisp white. I think it's colorway 100, and the lilac is colorway 69. Sorry. I'm knitting this with 4.5mm needles, but I did the stockinette stitch that you have to do in the beginning with a combination of 4.5 for the knitting part and 4.0mm for the purling part, because when I do this stockinette stitch not on the round, then you can always see in my work what rows were knit and what rows were purled, which is something I'm working on. But I have found a solution that I can just switch needles, which is not that big of a deal or effort, and it will look a lot better. You can still kind of see it, but I'm happy with this result that I'm getting with this technique. This is the first row of these smiley faces that is going to be on the slipover. There's 2 of them, and I really have to pay attention to not having too much tension on these back threads, because I knit with a lot of tension, something that I also feel in my hands a lot, but can't really change, or can't really seem to change. I'm trying, but I think it's just the way I knit. Because I really fell in love with this lilac-y color, I also got 2 skeins of this like minty pastel-y color from the same wool, because I figured that I would have some of the white left after knitting this first slipover. So I'm probably gonna do a second slipover with the same yarn and the same pattern, but I have been thinking about doing like a different motif instead of the smiley faces and just modifying the pattern. We'll see if I do that or if I just stick with the smiley faces. Yeah, so this is my first work in progress that I started yesterday. My second work in progress, you all know it is the Porcelaine Sweater by Linnet. Yeah, everyone has knit this, I feel like, on Instagram, but I really fell in love with it. I have a similar sweater that I made during COVID that has like this white and blue pattern, and I just love blue. It's my favorite color, and this pattern is just right up my alley. I really struggled in the beginning with doing the, again, stockinette stitch back and forth. I have never done color work while purling, which was a challenge in the beginning. I think the kind of bunching up of the knit is okay. think I got the tension as best as I could. I'm waiting to see how this blocks. I think I will do like a mid-project block just to be sure. I also used the yarn that was recommended in the pattern. So tin silk mohair and then tin peargent in the colors, original colors that come with the pattern, because I just really like them a lot. So yeah, that's my porcelain sweater. I'm done with the color work on the front and the back part. I am now working in rounds and starting with the second block of color work, and kind of my next steps are that I will try to do the shoulder seams and just see how I do them in the best way possible. I also didn't choose to do the short rows because I'm not that good at short rows, and I just wasn't feeling up for it, honestly. Right after I got out of surgery, and I just I mentally didn't have I didn't have the capacity to do the short rows, which is okay. I'll just have to deal with doing the seam, which is not something that I enjoy or like. Even though I sew a lot and I sew quilts also, and you have to do a lot of sewing by hand. I don't mind that, but I hate it so much when doing knits. I don't like it. So that's my second work in progress at the moment. I'm working on an embroidery project right now, and I was inspired by Rudy Jude on Instagram, and she had made this like heirloom Redwork quilt for her son that is about to, or was about to be born. And I really liked the idea of that, of kind of making something over the years or over a couple of months. So I just started doing these Redwork quilts, and it is an ongoing work in progress. It is not something that I spend every time on every week. It's kind of a thing that I do like in between projects, and it's kind of a craft that isn't like done that often anymore, I think. But I was really drawn to it, and I decided to do a quilt that consists of different images from characters from children's books that I was read when I was a child. And right now I am doing this kind of mountain scene, or this island. That's the setting of one of my the books that were read to me as a child. And the way I do it is I print an image on a piece of paper, and then I put it in the back of my fabric. This is just like a classic embroidery fabric that I got especially for this project, and then I kind of trace it with pencil. I used to have one of these magic embroidery pens, but I lost it, so I'm now doing it with pencil, and it's working out just fine. You can just wash it off when you're done with the project. So right now I'm doing this kind of mountain scenery, which I'm not very far on, obviously, but I wanted to show you some things I have done in the past, just so that you get an idea of where it's going. So I did this little rabbit, I did a ghost, I did a little witch that is just reading a spell book with a raven next to her. I'm really proud of this one. And then I did there's a German storybook that has this little like merman in it, and I also embroidered him on a fish. And all of these motifs are not mine. I obviously printed the pictures and then did the embroidery around the picture. I modify some things, as you can see, like the witch one and the merman one are very detailed, and the ghost is like not very detailed. Kind of also depends on what the original storybook illustration was and if I can use it like on my embroidery, or if I want to, maybe I'll come across like some prints that I don't like where I would like to design my own. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm starting with, and we'll see if I will stick to the pattern of these storybook characters, or if I will just then, when I have some, start to like add things that just come to mind. But I thought that that was a good idea and something kind of nice. I don't have children of my own, but maybe someday I will, and maybe this quilt will be for my own children, or it will be for maybe my sister's children, because she obviously was read the same books as me and would also really appreciate it, I think. But that's just kind of a project that has been going on for a long time and will probably go on for a lot longer. Then the next thing that I want to talk about is the projects that I am planning on doing. I have summer in mind because I'm looking out the window at the flowers and seeing the sun and feeling really like ready for summer and spring. So I decided to cast on summer projects. Both are from Le Pull. So I ordered yarn to do the lover short from Le Pull, and it's coming today in the mail, I think. So we'll see if I will have finished the slipover and then start the shorts, or how I'm gonna do it. But this is what it looks like on the Ravelry page. I also chose a pink yarn to do this in, but I think it's gonna be a little bit of a different pink than the one on the picture. And then the second summer project I'm doing is also from Le Pull, and it's her Alexa bra, which kind of matches the lover short, and I think would be really nice in summer on the beach or on the lake. And this is what it looks like. We'll see if I do both in the same pink, or if I do the top in the raspberry with like an accent of the other pink like she did it in the pattern, or yeah. Well, I've never knit pants and I have never knit a bra, so that's two things that will be really new to me in my knitting journey, and that I'm really looking forward to. My yarn for the shorts and for the bralette just came in the mail, and I thought that I could just film another little clip and show you the yarn in this video, so we can maybe even unbox it together. So I got 5 skeins of this bright, true like Barbie pink yarn. It's from Sandnes Garn, and it's the Mandarin Petit. I think I will have to hold this double, like 2 strands of this, but I'm not completely sure. I'll have to look at the pattern once again. I think I have to hold 2 strands. And as I said, I ordered a color that is a little bit darker. I think this will match pretty well when I do the bralette in this colorway 4335, and then do an accent with this pink, which is the color 4626, and all of the shorts will be knit in this pink color, which I'm really looking forward to, because I don't have many pink items in my wardrobe and would love to add some, and I will. And I'm really happy that it arrived, because that means I can cast this on either tonight or tomorrow morning. I think it's gonna be tomorrow morning, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to knitting with this pink wool. Today I'm wearing one of my favorite sweaters. It's a pattern by PetiteKnit. It's a Sunday sweater. It's one of her older patterns, I think. I made this during COVID, so kind of a long time ago. It's made from not that expensive yarn. It's the Brigitte number 2 yarn from Lana Grossa, and it's in the colorway 22, which is just this really nice like teal blue. I can try to show you. I can't get up because of my knee, but yeah, it was one of my, it's one of my older projects, but one I really like to wear. It has kind of a special story to it as well, because I originally knit this for my grandma and also gifted it to her, and she got a couple of years of wear out of it, and when she passed away last year, I kind of went through her closet to see if there's any things that I want to hold on to, and I came across this sweater that I knit for her, and immediately kind of decided that I wanted to keep wearing it, because I really enjoyed making it for her. She really enjoyed wearing it, and I think it would just be a shame for it to not ever be worn again. And now every time I wear this sweater, I think of my grandma. So that's the story behind this knit of mine. And then the last thing I want to share with you is my finished projects. I think that this is something that is always done in the beginning of the podcasts, but I'm doing it now. I only finished 2 children's pieces. No big project for myself. I started both of these in March and finished them in March as well. The first one is just this little hat for my boyfriend's nephew. He needs a new hat, and I made this from, let's see, I have it here, from this book. It's just the hat that the little boy is wearing. I already blocked it. I think it went pretty well, and I think he's gonna like his hat. I made it in a size 1 to 3 years, so the biggest size that is available in the book, and I made it with the exact yarn that is suggested in the book. And then I made the grandfather slipover, also for our nephew. I haven't added buttons, so that's the only thing that's missing. Easy construction. You knit the front from bottom up, and then you join up at the shoulders and knit the back from top down. It has ribbing on the bottom and like a pearl stitch, that's what it was called in the pattern in German, for the neckline and this kind of opening. And I'm not sure what kind of buttons I will use for this. I would choose some like fun, like maybe a flower button, like a white spring flower or something, or like a wooden button that has a cool shape or something like that. We'll see what I come across. my grandma has a really big, or yeah, she passed that down to me, a really big box of buttons, and but it's at my grandpa's house, so I will have to wait until I pay him a visit again to choose the buttons that will go with this little slipover. My surgery was on the 12th of March, and today is the 20th, I think, and that's what I finished in that time. So thank you very much for watching. If you're still here, then I'm really, really happy. Let me know if you liked this video down below. So right now I don't have a public Instagram, but you can find me on TikTok if you want, and I hope that I will be uploading more of these videos here on this channel, and will be happy to see you there very soon. Bye bye.